Hey yo, Wagwan, my G. Mistake. Please don't kill me. JJ, fight me. Yay! What's up, man? Welcome to another Let's Talk episode. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have anything planned for today, so that's gonna be interesting. But you know what? Today was a great day because I prayed to God yesterday, right? There was this tap. Okay, let me take it way back. So, one day I was just strolling along in the garden and I said, wouldn't it be nice to have a water feature? And then I said, you know what? How is that going to even be possible? You know? So I prayed to God. I was like, hey, God, you're a real G if somehow you make a water feature happen in my house, you know? Then, obviously, me asking for it and God having a really good track record with me and really loving me because I love him very much or her. He said, no problem, my fellow, you can have a water feature. So, conveniently, a pipe burst on the road just a few days later. And this was about 3 months ago, yeah? So, they fixed the pipe. There was a ton of water leaking from the pipe onto the road everywhere. But when ever since they fixed it, there's been this leaky valve in one of our toilets, right? And then this valve just would never stop the water from coming in because the water was too high pressure, and there was this constant overflow of water into the sink. So it was like a mini waterfall. Jesus, I was so amazed. I'm like, you know, I asked for something and I got it. How crazy is that? And then that was about 3 months ago. So that just proves that my prayers do work. And then, like 3 months later, apparently, this thing it was getting really noisy every night when we go to sleep. We just couldn't go to sleep because it would make so much of noise. It would sound like somebody left the tap open full, and it was just 24/7, constant every day, every week for like 3 months. And now we realized, damn, that's actually wasting a lot of water, like a lot. So our calculations suggested that we are losing about 4,000 rand of water, approximately um, 600 uh, 600 liters a day of water. So that's a lot, man. Now I was like praying to God. I was like, please God, please make this leaky tap stop, because we're really losing out a lot of water, and there's not a lot of water in this earth, and this noise is really bothering my parents, and it's gonna be very costly. So I guess my water fountain was quite a flop, but I still really love you for listening to my prayers and trying. So God said, no problem, my G. We're fixing it. So, woke up to this morning. My dad's like shouting, he's like, do you, nobody does anything about this leaking tap. You know what? Um, we have to do something about this tap because we just can't waste water like this. Then, suddenly, we all sprung into action with this newfound energy that never existed before. Only energy that could be brought down from God. And then conveniently we just found something to jam the leaking valve, and we jammed it to the rubber from one of my old running shoes. you know Shout out to Nike for coming in clutch for this. And lo and behold, the leaking stopped. It was just marvelous. And now we go back to normal life with no leaking tap sound to irritate you and really make you very agitated. So that was one story from today that I couldn't wait to share. And in other news, I carried on my exploration with the boxing, and I watched more of Floyd's fights. I watched Floyd against I forgot the guy's name, some Mexican dude. Yeah, and then Floyd destroyed him. I was surprised though, the amount of, statistically, if a fighter throws 50% power punches, 50% of all his punches are power punches, which means they're hard hits, then there's a significant chance of the opponent being knocked out, going down. But like this guy, he just doesn't he didn't get knocked out. He stumbled like a few times, but he just didn't get knocked out the whole 12 rounds, which was just amazing. Even though he couldn't like even respond to Floyd, because Floyd is too, couldn't see that. Then Manny Pacquiao, yo, my gangster. I watched him against this one guy, some some white dude. That man got knocked out in the second round. Manny was just like, one right here. The guy lights out, man. Lights out. The guy was literally lying like this. He was lying on his back. The uh didn't even know what happened. When the doctors approached me, like, so crazy. Yeah, so you could see, I did some more research on Floyd's defense and the way he moves his whole upper body and his head to block the shots, and also his footwork. So basically, what he does is, this hand here basically defends a lot of power punches, right? Because when the other guy goes for the jab, and he goes for the left hook, and then this hand is always like blocking, and then what he does is he turns his body to make there less surface area for the other guy to hit, um, which means it's practically impossible to hit him because there's like no surface area that he's giving to you, and he sticks his elbow out. And couple that with his moving back and forward, you literally cannot hit him at all. It's just impossible. All he does is this, and he moves like this and like this. So that's what makes it impossible. You think you hit him, and he's so fast. You just throw a punch, and he's not even there. And then he comes back, and he gets immediately into offensive position, and he's like, bah, with the right hand, and then you see lights. So that is the analysis of Floyd. Anyway, I watched this onto another topic for today. I watched this really cool smartphone review by Marques Brownlee, and I've been a person who says this a lot, like, oh my god, smartphones, they're just the same, they don't ever change. Yeah, maybe you get some software updates here and there. The software has largely remained the same for like 10 years, and it's so boring. And the only things that they do update is hardware, like faster processors and stuff like that. But those are things that you can't even see, and they make while they do make a difference, it's not significant. It's just like speed wise. So it's not anything exciting. It's like, your next phone is going to be faster. Like, it's just a given. But this new phone that they were talking about, it was a Lenovo. It was a smart gaming console. How crazy! Literally, the phone has two charging points. So it has 90-watt charging. Damn, that's so crazy. You can charge twice as fast as any other phone. And also, it has ha, um since it's a gaming phone, it has like the charger on the side of the phone instead of the bottom, which makes it nice when you gaming, instead of having this charger in between your fingers and making it uncomfortable. It's very comfortable. uh, and also the screen is huge, but the processing power is like crazy. I don't know the specs offhand. It has like a turbo fan to cool the GPU and CPU. Like it's so cool, and it even lights up and everything. And there's like touch buttons everywhere, on the back, on the sides, like how you would have in like a PSP or PS Vita. It's like that. So basically it's a much faster PS Vita than, yeah, exactly, but it has capabilities to phone, and it even has a small camera that pops up um, on the power button, which is crazy, and then you can stream like that. So yeah, that phone is pretty good. It really opens up a lot of doors for ideas to come through, and creativity, new exciting stuff. um, just like how you like creativity and new elements of design, which I would like to explore in my future, hopefully by the grace of God, and really make an effective impact, on people's daily lives. Because imagine if the smartphone wasn't invented, or imagine if basic things were tweaked in design. You wouldn't have a constantly evolving uh, you know quality of living. So that's what I aim to do, just speed up the process. Yeah. uh so since this is a let's talk episode, you're supposed to talk as much as you like, and the thing is, I can go on talking, I just don't know how much it will benefit, and I don't want to talk about too much in one video, because I won't have anything to talk about in the next video. So that's it for today. Peace, my G's.